You know one thing I always say? I always say my grandparents died at the perfect time. I know that sounds crazy, but right now, in today's time, I'm happy that they don't have to endure the shit that we have to deal with today. Everything feels strange. Work, life, if you run a business, if you can't run a business, if you work in two jobs, if you, whatever it is, you have kids, a family, sickness, everything feels strange. When I was a teenager, I used to be a heavy conspiracy theorist. As time went on, I grew up. I changed my ways. I transitioned into another mindset. But then now today, how everything in the conspiracies that I used to look up has came to fruition. How it is today, it is hard not to. So saying everything feels strange. I'm more spiritual than religious. I'm not even religious at all. I'm just spiritual. But the energy of the world feels different. Like you can't feel it. I feel like at any moment, something can go terribly wrong. And I'm not talking about just in my life or in your life. I'm talking about in a worldwide aspect. Something can go terribly wrong at any moment. There's two things I say that made the world feel strange, always. The internet and AI, I consider them one. And then what happened in 2020, which was the sickness that happened around the world. Two things that instantly made everything feel 100% different. And you can't tell me the world is the same as it was in 2018 as it is in 2025 right now. You can't tell me that. You know what? I'll give you one. If the world is the same today as it was in 2018, I'm not even going back further than that. Tell me what you wore on Monday. You can't fucking remember. Actually, tell me what you had for dinner on last Saturday, last Tuesday, this Tuesday, shit yesterday. What did you have for dinner? You can't remember. Tell me what's your best friend's, actually, that might be too close. Tell me what's your grandmother's birthday. Tell me what's your mom's phone number. I can even hit it closer to home. There's not a time where you haven't said, how old am I? Am I 43 or am I 44? So you mean to tell me nothing has changed since? Some of y'all may say, oh, I'm just getting older. That's not how that shit works. Because I know older people when I was younger that could remember everything. My grandmother used to remember numbers off the back of her hand. You can't even do simple math in your head anymore without using a fucking calculator. So that's why I say these two things, and I'm gonna start with the sickness. And everybody said, and there's been articles that said this already, keeping us in the house for that long has hurt human interaction. I say this all the time. I get on the elevator, and not all people, but most people. I'm usually the first one to speak if I'm in the room. Are you having a great week? How's your Friday? I know you're ready to be done working. Just things I might say to prompt a conversation. But if I don't speak, people don't speak most of the time. So I feel when we were stuck in the house from 2020 to whenever it ended, we thought being alone was a great thing. Cool. Then it's time to go back outside. And now everything is weird. You don't want to go to the park to take a walk. Niggas don't even want to sweat. You don't even want to sweat outside. Oh, I'm going back in the house. It's too hot. You don't even want to sweat. A little drop on your forehead. Because that's how comfortable 2020 has made you. Or uncomfortable 2020 has made you. Let's talk about the other thing that's making everything feel strange. The internet and AI. And I say this all day, all night, all day, all night. I just want to say this. There was a time when I used to meditate, journal, read, everything. Morning routine. But now I see it's to a point where, and some may say it's just making your life easier, but it's really programming you, and I'm going to tell you how. There's an app for everything. You need to journal, write it down. You need finances, here's another app. You need therapy session, here's an app, plus a GPT. You need to go grocery shopping, here. Food. You need to link up with your family. Here, we'll throw this FaceTime in there. There's an app for everything instead of actually going somewhere and doing the thing. It's making you more reserved. And then the AI part. This is when I say AI is going to wreck the world. Soon, everybody will be thinking just the same. Everybody, every one of you are going to be thinking just like the next person. You are not training AI. AI is training you. It's knowing what you want. And guess what? When it knows what you want, it'll know what the next person wants. And basically, y'all all gonna be the same. Nobody's different anymore. It's the same shit. The same. You can't even do, like I said this, you can't even do simple math on your head. You can't even do simple math in your head without using a calculator. You have to reassure yourself that 10 plus 10 is 20. So I say this because if AI is training you, then when do you ever get a chance to use your mind? When do you ever get a chance to use your own brain, your own creativity skills? Speaking of creativity, that's already gone. AI has replaced photography, music. It's replacing movies, videos. It's replacing medical jobs. It's replacing marketing. It's replacing anything, customer service. It's replacing fast food. It's what is going to be left for us to do? Everybody is going with the flow. And I don't know if it's because people just don't like friction. I don't know if it's people are just too lazy, or maybe people just don't care. But this is why I say my grandparents died at the right time. I would not want them to be going through this shit. And one more thing I want to leave you with. There's a guy that worked with Elon Musk. And he said, and he's like one of the lead developers in OpenAI and all of the AI, whatever. He literally stated, AI will cause a actual rapture, like people dying, the end of times. AI is dangerous, so much so that he resigned from the position because there was something fearful that he saw in AI. And my only question is, how far are we willing to let this go? How far are we willing to let this go? But other than that, I thank y'all for watching as always. I love y'all. And I don't even feel right promoting in these type of videos because everything will be in the description because the energy is just different. But yeah, how far are we willing to let this go?